Oh, I think you're muted, SC.
Am I back?
Hey, you're back.
What the heck? We were just using the mic 2 minutes ago. Sorry, I'm actually dressing as I'm getting on stream here today. So I've got a little bit earlier lunch date than I was expecting. So, man, 5 minutes sooner. Human, you could have caught me with my shirt off, buddy. Sorry.
Shoo, missed it.
He would have been showing out some upics, but yeah. So happy Mother's Day to everybody out there, all the ladies that are moms and putting in those tough days with the kiddos. So I hope you guys enjoy your day today.
Absolutely. So you got some Mother's Day plans over there?
Yeah, we're doing a little brunch with my mother-in-law, and then my daughter is coming home from school today, done with exams and everything. So she's coming in for the weekend, and we'll do Mother's Day dinner with my wife. So we were planning on doing some grilling, but the weather is not good here. So it's been rainy, and man, we had 2 earthquakes here this week, or over the last 10 days. It was crazy.
Same. We had one earthquake here, which in Tennessee is pretty rare. I don't know if I've ever experienced one here.
Did you feel it?
No, it happened at like 4 a.m. or something like that.
Okay. I did, we did hear something for one of them anyways. We saw, or didn't see, we heard it, and then I saw something posted online that there was an earthquake. So we did hear a noise. We didn't know what it was. And the second one, I think it was overnight as well. But that one we didn't feel at all. So I guess they were relatively small. I don't know that there was any damage done. I'm not positive. Got a lot of hail. What was it, Thursday night when we were streaming with Too Stupid to Win on the UpX podcast? That weather was horrendous.
That was crazy. We could all hear it on stream.
I got to go back and listen to the stream because I was, it was really loud here, and then I was kind of hearing it come through the speakers in my headphones, and I was like, man, I hope they can't hear that. And you guys said you could.
Oh yeah, we heard it.
It was loud. I mean, my room was like flashing. It could have been like a Halloween scene or something from like Friday the 13th or something.
Oh, man.
Well, man, we had some sad news in Upland. Man, Mark Ferguson passed away. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but I do know, he's got a family, obviously a wife, and I believe 3 young kids. It's really sad. I know he's out in the Colorado area, I believe. But I know when we first kind of got started with Upland, he was one of the earlier ones for podcasting and putting out information and, covering a lot of the like the city openings, when the cities would go live, and he would always post and, do some buying and flipping for some of them. And he was a really great guy. I didn't agree with everything that he did, within Upland, but he was a super nice guy. And man, he was always willing to share information and have fun with the community. So man, thoughts and prayers to his family. That's really sad news. I saw that posted last night and I couldn't believe it. I was just shocked because he's definitely pretty young. I think probably just a little bit younger than me or maybe close to the same age, but God, that's way too young to go. That's for sure. And, like I said, some young kids there. I think his kids are all maybe got to be under 15. I'm for sure. So that's really sad news.
Yeah, I watched him a lot, especially in my early Upland days, watching Loyal Doyle, Mark Ferguson, Cheese, Ben 68, of course, Too Stupid and Thank Me Later. But yeah, I really hate to hear that. So respects and thoughts and prayers to his family. So I was a part of. I'm looking for it right now in Detroit. I know he had Neponsit, which I never.
Was it Howard Beach? Was one of them?
No, not Howard.
Oh, wait. Up in, yeah, in Detroit. Henry
It
Ford.
was it was the Henry Ford node.
Or wait,
Yeah.
no. Wait, was
No,
it Henry
that
Ford?
was it. Hmm.
I thought that was the
Yep.
other guy.
No,
No.
that
I'm thinking of
was that
another
was
node.
Mark. Yep.
Oh,
That was
John
Mark.
Henry. I was thinking of John Henry. What was his node called?
Uh oh, they're that's Wolf. They're still going strong. The
Yeah, what's the
Woodhood.
neighborhood called, though? I can never remember it. It was one of the first nodes I was in, I think.
Yeah, the Woodhood.
Woodhood. Yeah, Sherwood Forest.
Sherwood. Yeah.
Yeah, those were the first two nodes I was really into, so I always get them confused still.
Yeah. Um.
Yeah, Henry Ford. There it
Yeah.
is, Wolf. Yeah, it's too bad. Really sad to hear that news yesterday.
Well, thank you, Mark, for your views and opinions and takes on Upland and giving everybody a good entertainment and just wish the best for their family.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, we've got. I almost said we don't have a lot going on, but man, there actually was a lot going on. We had totems. Are live now. So, have you got your totems started? Did you start the feeding frenzy?
I told myself last night I was gonna start them, and then I got distracted and I didn't start them, which is gonna already be a foretelling of I think the next month trying to keep these things alive.
Yeah.
I am gonna set alarms. I am gonna try to be more profitable this time, so I'm gonna do my best. But I'm probably gonna start them tonight, 9 p.m. That way I have 9 p.m. and 9 a.m. feeding times. So we'll see how it
Nice.
goes.
Yours would be nice and easy. I've got mine are all over the board. I've only have 7 totems. I don't have 500 like a couple of the guys do or 150 or whatever it is, but they're all different colors. So I've got some that are 8 hours, some are 12, some are 24. I've got one that's 30. I think it's the brown one. I can't remember. And those are going to be a bear. Those are going to be, I got one that's 18 hours too. I think the purple ones or something, but so I'm going to be all over the board. I'm looking forward to it. I want mine to be profitable, more so than last time. And I didn't do too bad. The first go round was not too good. I think I killed 2 of them the first day and had
Yeah.
no idea what I was doing. I just fed them all kinds of protum, way more. I luckily I didn't kill them from overfeeding the first day, but I killed them from malnutrition. It turns out, but so anyways, this time is going to be better. The second time was decent. So I'm looking forward to getting those started. I was supposed to start mine yesterday as well, but I had a really early morning. I had a late night Friday. I was tired. Woke up at 4:45, 5 o'clock in the morning before classes on Saturday. And then, the kids beat up on me all day. And by the time I got home, I was already exhausted. And then I did a bunch of Hyde Park work. We were working on a bunch of our characters and some pretty cool stuff that we were working on yesterday that'll be coming out soon. So keep your eyes and ears open for that. We're going to have some cool stuff coming out. And we're going to start releasing some of the lore behind the Hyde Park Ninjas and the characters. So get ready for that. It's going to be super exciting. And we had a blast doing that yesterday. So can't wait to have some of that out. But by the time we were done with that, we went to a really quick a dinner. We just got some appetizers and a couple drinks, and I think I was home by 8 o'clock and fell asleep on the couch. We were just exhausted from the day and back up early today. So I have a feeling I'm going to be in bed early again tonight. To start this next week is going to be crazy. So we got a crazy schedule coming up at the office this week. So.
Nice.
All right. So in chat, who has already started their totems and who are the procrastinators? Who's in the same boat as us?
If they're watching the Ninja stream, they're procrastinators.
Yeah.
We know you guys.
At least nobody put in the chat what are totems, so that's good. All right. Who do we got in here this morning? Let me see. I got to catch up here. We got Dopest Crew. Dopest Crew was the first one in the stream this morning. He was on here before I was. Pre-setup. We got Millen, good to see you. RDP, I just bought a property over there between you and Shaq, I believe. We're neighbors. And I just put up a showroom over there with some cool stuff coming soon. We got Big Money. And who's big money? What's that? I'm not positive the in game on that one. Bajo, you did a great job racing this week. Congrats.
Speaking of racing, SC Picasso, rough week. What?
Yeah, I was
Give it.
trying to block it out of my memory, and then I saw Bajo, and I know he did such a great job, and I had to bring it up. But it was a rough week. I got to tell you, the racing was really glitchy. So I was in heat 2, and starting out the race, everything was good. I didn't get crashed or anything. I got around into the first place spot, and then my screen went white with streaks. And when I came back, I was back in like third or fourth at least, and I just never could catch up. And then it glitched. It went into like the spinning wheel of death thingy. So I could see like the screen and my car was there, but nothing was moving. And then when I came back, I was already into the second lap, and I was like, oh no. So I ended up doing a double boost on the one straightaway, and I skid out really bad. And it was just it was a shit show from there. So it was a bad racing day. I was trying to block that one out. And I think I honestly raced, I probably put in more practice for this race than any race I ever have. I was really, really happy with my runs and all that stuff. And yeah, it just didn't turn out. You know, it's how you perform on the day off, right? It's kind of like martial arts. You know, if you get out there and you perform, it's all good. If you don't overcome the obstacles, you finish out on the lower end of the totem pole there. So, but Picasso had a really good race. I think, man, he got skid out right at the beginning of the race. Matsuda took him out right at the beginning there, I saw. And he actually recovered. I think he finished in third in his race. I did get to see most of that race. I was throwing things around the office here in anger, but I did manage to watch some of the race. There were probably some not karate words that came out of my mouth on Thursday, but we're revamped and ready to go for this week. So I know it's going to be a better week for both of us.
Yeah, I was able to. I had a busy day Friday, but I was like trying to tune in here and there, so I didn't get to watch it all the way through. But I saw the results. I went back and watched the races later, and I was like, dang, that was tough. Not the outcome everybody wanted. So, but hey, that's what comes with competition. You have your good days and bad days, and
Yeah,
get back on the horse.
100%. That's how it works, right? Man, did you
Right.
see any of the fights last night?
No, it was pay-per-view. I'm actually kind of glad I didn't purchase them because I think there was 4 or 5 decisions on the main card, and
I saw
that just would have
some of the
been.
prelims.
I'm. I think the Bilal Muhammad and Jack De La Medellina. I think that could have gone either way. It went all the way to decision. Jack ended up winning. I probably would. I think I actually did pick Bilal to win that one. So, and then Valentina Shevchenko. She was the underdog. She took a win.
I picked her actually. I
Um,
saw she was the underdog. I was kind of surprised, to be honest. I think I didn't see what the results are yet. I'm anxious to see the results. I think I did pretty darn good on my card actually.
when was the last time one of us won the UFC pick'ems?
I keep missing them because I get out of classes, right? And then Saturdays are just a disaster for me. If I don't do it on Friday, I forget to put them in because some of the fights, they just start earlier. And if I get home at 2 o'clock, I'll usually eat lunch, do a couple things that I need to. And then by the time I think about it, it's like they're already started. So I've missed quite a few, but Wolf Warner's tearing it up. So I gotta catch Wolf. I gotta get back on track here.
Wolf, who did you pick for that? Did you pick Bilal or Jack? They're both really good. Um, Jose Aldo fought and it went to decision. He ended up taking a loss,
Oh,
but
bummer. I lost that one
sounds
then.
like at least looks like it was a decent fight. Went the distance. Um,
Yeah, I saw it. One of the fights was really quick. It was actually when the guys came out to fight. I'm trying to think of which fight it was, but Benoit. Uh,
I don't know how to say it.
yeah,
Benoit.
that fight. you could tell he was going to win that match when they came out because I forget who he was fighting. He did not even look like he was like in the zone at all.
Mm.
And he took, I think it was an elbow shot. First one went to the temple. Maybe the second one went to the temple, and then he had another. There was like 3 elbows and then a punch, and it was over pretty quick against the cage there.
Nice.
There's Picasso's in the house. I didn't even see you pop in there. Good to see you. We got Zarina in the house. Wolf Warner. Human, there you are. Human, you almost caught a shirtless ninja this morning. Got it on right before the cameras took off.
Sorry, I got distracted there for a minute. So about 30 minutes before we went live on stream, our entire city lost power. So I was working off of I'm working off of a hotspot and whatever laptop battery life I had, and the power just came back on. So
Do you have a power pack with you?
a power pack, like a jet pack?
No, like for your computer, like to give it extra juice?
No.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Man, I freak out if my phone is below like 83, and then I always keep like 2 power packs just in case.
I I know this about you, which is really
My
just
kids
really
and
funny.
wife, I swear to God, they live on 10%. Every time I get a message, on the thing on the phone, it says, such and such is at 10%, and I'm like freaking out for them. Like I like to keep my stuff fully charged.
Oh, I live on the edge. I I am like just constantly on the verge of losing all power and contact to the outside world. Uh, Now, are you the same way with gas? Right? So, do you
Okay,
like
so
if you get below?
gas. No, I actually keep gas. I don't ever go below like a quarter usually. Man, I was conditioned that way though because I grew up in Buffalo, so you never wanted to get caught without gas. So I always had the car. I mean, as soon as it was at a half, I was filling up already.
So that totally makes sense. I've never really lived in a place that needed that, where I had to like think like that. So I am I drive it down to 0 miles every time. Every, and I know that's probably not good, but
Mhm.
I literally wait till the last second. My wife hates it, hates it absolutely. She doesn't go below a quarter tank.
Yeah, quarters
So,
about where. Well, she's from the north too, so maybe it could be the same reasons. I don't know. I never. My dad had me conditioned to do that, like from day one before I was started driving, and he had always been that way his whole life. He always had the cars on full, and he knew every trick. My dad actually used to drive when he was a lot younger. He used to drive trucks a little bit. My grandfather ran a trucking company up in Detroit, Michigan, and so my dad was accustomed to all that stuff and traveling, and all the safety, and if you were to go down, and it did save me one time because I was taking a U-Haul when I moved from Buffalo to Erie, Pennsylvania. There was a bad snowstorm, and I skid off the road into a ditch. And luckily, the truck was pretty full, and I just happened to have candles in the car too to keep me warm. But
oh
you'd
well,
be amazed at like a little candle, just lighting that candle up in the cab of a truck, how warm it'd keep you. But I was really lucky because the U-Haul, it stalled out and I was in a ditch. And I had called for AAA, I think it was AAA back then. And it took forever for them to come out. I was sitting in that ditch for, man, probably 2 hours. And thank God I had that candle, man, because I would have froze.
geez, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have to worry about that down here in the South. I mean, it doesn't get that cold unless you're up in the mountains
Yeah,
too much. But yeah, that was life saving for me as a kid.
geez,
Got
yeah, that's a pretty
Elijah in
crazy
the
story.
house.
What are they talking about in chat? City Pigeon, Almost Human. What are you? They're and Meta and Millen. They've watched
Uh,
something. They're talking about Almost Human's shirtless stream or something like that.
okay, now I heard rumblings of this going on. I didn't know this had come to fruition. That could be a scary
I don't
stream.
I don't, I
I had
don't
heard
know
about
what's
some
going on there.
shirtless chaps, or I mean, shirtless chats, not chaps. I guess shirtless chaps in chat, maybe. I don't know what they got going on there, but I did see some rumblings about that.
Yeah, I kind of want to know. I kind of don't want to know. So we'll see.
So, Human, is this a real stream? So, is Human bringing sexy back? Is that what it is? Wolf, what action did you have last night? I did take Vegas last night in that hockey game. They were down 2-0 pretty quick. Then they tied it up and they ended up winning 4-3. I did take a loss on the over in the Carolina. I think it was the Carolina game. I actually thought Carolina was going to lose that game. They were such a heavy favor too, and I was thinking they were going to lose, so I took the over, thinking it was going to be high scoring, and I think it ended up 4-0. I can't remember.
Sorry, I'm just focused on trying to figure out what.
So Pigeon talks shirtless with Human all the time. Okay, all right. So there is some kind of podcast
I gotta
going
find
on.
this. I gotta find this. These shenanigans.
Where is this live streamed? Is this on Grinder or Tinder? One of those things? Is it Tinder?
I don't know if our current audience, only a few old timers, remember the grinder incident. That was a long time ago, I think.
That was actually, yeah.
Yeah. SC got a lesson as to what that was on on stream.
The only
That was
grinder I've ever heard of in my life is the sausage grinder that my grandfather used to use to make sausage. And Grinder was a song, I believe, by Judas Priest back in the days. Human shirtless on Grinder.
we we probably need to change topics
All right,
quickly.
we got derailed there a little bit.
Hey, let me bring up Upland, and we got some kart racing news that came out.
So that looks pretty cool. I heard a little bit about it. I hadn't researched it yet, so
Oh,
KO
no.
Fixer,
Yeah.
you went all robo there. Did you get it fixed?
Did my
You didn't get it fixed. You got to turn that button off, whatever that button is that makes you go robo.
I did, but it's
Oh, it's better now. Okay.
testing.
You're good.
It's one stupid little button. I forget to press it.
Jack and the Celtics. I didn't see how that one turned out. Speaking of Jacks, Wolf, did you see who Jacksonville let go? Good old Gabe Davis. Hoping to see him maybe come back to the Bills. We'll see what happens. Got Zen Mafia in the house this morning. Good to see you.
All right. Yeah, if you want to, I should be sharing now.
All right, let me switch that up. There we go. Oh, that's
Oh,
not it.
that's the wrong one.
That's all right. We'll fix
Or
it.
actually, it's behind it. There you go.
It's probably two up now. Who knows?
There's like 3 screens. All right.
Nice. Yep, see, it's up twice. All right, I'll get rid of one. There we go. We're good now. Knew we could do this.
And actually, I guess I'll just switch over to this one. Got the Blossom Cart Challenge. I read through this yesterday. I thought there was some things I liked, some things we'll see how it goes. but I do like that they did this. So it starts tomorrow uh, at 9 a.m. Pacific time. This is for carts only, and this is going to be tough because it's just the fastest time. I mean, it's going to come down to like milliseconds, or probably a millisecond,
And
with
this is
so many
just a one
people going to be.
track, right?
It's one track, so people are going to be racing it over and over and over again uh, to get their fastest times. It's going to be tight. Um, it runs for 48 hours. You got 2 days. It's at the Quail Kart Circuit, 7605 Wide Loop Road, Bakersfield. You must race. I think this is very important. I saw City Pigeon reminding people to make sure that you follow the parameters to get your races counted for the competition. You must race with public AI opponents. Cards only. The MPS must be at 80, and no power-ups are allowed. Got to disable those, and 100 UPX per race. So that starts tomorrow. I'm excited about it. I am going to try to do this. We've done similar things in our Discord
We
actually,
have, yeah.
and had similar um, competitions and stuff. The prizes are pretty cool. The top 3 fastest racers get the badge and an episode 8 lore legit. Actually, the prizes are kind of because you're getting the episode 8 legit if you're in the top 25, which those are flipping for depending on which one you have right now. Those are flipping pretty well. So if that's actually maybe not a bad prize because if you wanted to flip it, you could probably get some decent upticks out of it at the moment. But I'm going to go for top 25, and then we'll see. I'm interested to see how tight the competition is on this. Here's what I found interesting. I just feel like this part of the article is the only part that contradicted itself a little bit, I guess, because we're encouraging players to explore the secondary market and support fellow Uplanders by picking up player design carts, which I thought I was like, yes, awesome. But to make racing more accessible, especially for new players, we'll be offering a basic starter carts in the store, so anyone who wants to join the fun can hit the track with ease. So they're selling these. They say go to the secondary, but also here's these carts. They do price them, which I know for a new player, clicking on the store button and then buy cart for 15,000 upix is a lot easier than having to go search on the secondary. I I I, I do get that. I just hey go to the secondary market, but also here's our cart for 15,000. It doesn't look great, and the 15,000 upix is more than what the secondary most of the. There are some rare carts. There are some carts with I believe some utility and stuff. So excluding those, you're just taking your average cart on the secondary is not 15,000 upix. And I just bought like 15 carts the last week or two. I did not pay 15,000 upix for the carts. So they've kind of priced these above. So, but could that be a good thing? Could we see cart prices rise over time? I don't think so right now, but maybe I would love to see like 15,000 upix
I think the
the
cool ones
floor.
will over time
Yeah.
because there's definitely a big difference in carts for sure. Rock, that's a good point. I think I thought I heard something about City Pigeon wasn't allowed to compete in this one or something.
Should we congratulate CB? Yes, City Pigeon. Sorry, we talked about the URL race, but the Upland Racing Champion, City Pigeon. That was, to be honest, that's a long race. I didn't get to watch. I didn't get to watch that.
That is a long
But
track.
players will always look for cooler design cards. I hope so. I mean, if you have somebody that's been in Upland for a week, doesn't know how to. It took me forever to learn how to search the secondary quickly, and they didn't have all those search functions like they do now. But I know for like a brand new player that store and UpX button is going to be easier for them. But, oh well. So what were your thoughts?
I'm excited about it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to compete for sure, have some fun with it, and I do think it's a little bit of a conflict that they're selling those when they're trying to promote the secondary, but
And they're selling not as they don't look great, and they're more expensive than all the other cards on the
yeah,
secondary.
the price could be a little bit less for sure, but yeah, because those are really basic. I mean, you could technically, if anybody's looking for a cart, you could come on stream with, several different groups of podcast streamers that we have, and you could probably win some carts. I know we've got one we're going to be giving away today, so.
Oh, nice. Well, I'm going to put up a public race. We are going to do carts only on the Quail cart circuit. Let's see what kind of time is going to be competitive. I'm not going to do a qualifying lap.
Now, do we have to run qualifying laps for the competition or no?
It did
just has to
not
be
say
AI?
that.
Okay.
Public and AI.
That's a good point. So then maybe there's collect all 5 colors and you get something. Maybe you get like the Crayola badge or something. Crayola cart badge.
All right, the race is up, everybody. And there we go. There's the lobby. Oh, City Pigeon hit Chief Exec.
Oh, that's awesome. Congrats.
Dang, that's huge.
Very nice.
That's crazy. That'll, at my rate of of my account growing, it's that I buy carts and structure ornaments and then the giveaways. My account has been growing so slowly over the last probably the last year, I guess. It's been very slow growth. Slowly getting my yield up. I think by the end of this year, I'll be at 500,000 UpX a month.
Okay, that's not bad.
I know Millen is knocking on 1 million a month if he's not there already.
I saw that he was over 900. That's amazing. Yeah, he's been killing it. I think he's been injecting quite a bit though. I think if I'd seen that correct on his podcast, about 1,000 a month maybe.
Hey, we got James UK in a kart race.
Oh, nice.
All right. All right.
Is it already full?
Almost. We just had all right. We got Bajo, James UK, Almost Human, Wolf Warner, City Pigeon. Woo, got some. This will be a tight race.
Is it already full?
It is.
Okay. I just got logged in. Didn't realize I wasn't logged in.
Well, I'm not going to do the winner because I feel like Bajo or City is going to win this. So let's do third place gets 2,000 UpX. And then we could do the number thingy real quick.
Yeah. Actually, just looking for the dice now. Grab that dice real quick. How long is this track?
1.14 miles.
Nice. All right, let's see what the number thingy is. All right.
No boost, human. I don't really care for this race, but
1, 1, 3, 6, 2, 2. Okay. $15. All right, so
if you guys haven't done
15
that,
is the number thingy.
and got a few new people in chat. We just add up all the digits of the of your time at the end. If it equals 15, you will win. Oh, do you want to roll the dice to see what they win?
Yes. What dice do you want me to roll? We'll just do the regular 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. All right. Ooh, this is a big one. 6, 4, 3, 3, 3. All right. 6, 4, 3, 3, 3. All right. 9, 19.
Is that 19?
19K epics.
19,000 epics. All right, I'm going to get this party started. What you smashing over there?
The dice back into their case.
Oh, okay.
I had a bunch of them fell out, so I didn't know you could hear that.
Yeah, it must be right by the mic.
Yeah, it was right underneath here on the hard desk. So I got to get a table pad.
I don't know that player, Blue Rain. Metaverse Millen, if you're on the phone, there's a boost button. Oh shoot, bottom left.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, race is starting.
Oh, nice.
And
here we go.
if you're on a computer, it'll be spacebar. Oh crap. Oh, I already missed. Okay. I got my golf cart. This is one of my favorites, the golf cart.
The golf cart?
Yeah. I have a few favorites. I'm interested to see kind of what kind of times are going to be competitive. Gotta hit these boosts. I guess I'll use one here. Try to catch up to City. See if I can give him a run for his money. At least make him sweat a little bit. I'm coming for you, City. You live over there, SC?
It's enjoying the race. All right.
There we go. I've got, like, I'm not gaining on him, but I'm staying right there with him. I don't know what I can do to, I guess I need him to make a mistake. Come on, come on, come on. Ooh, just close.
Yeah, Zarina, I've never heard of that player in either. Sometimes it is hard to find certain players. I know I've messaged people several times on properties and just don't hear back. So they're not active players or just don't want to sell a property or they don't know how to use the chat.
City Pigeon, why did you just let me pass you?
He's trying to get third place.
Is that what he's doing?
Until Bajo slams on the brakes.
Oh, he did. All right. He is going for third. Man, I wanted a legit win, which wasn't going to happen. But I just hit that boost and it didn't boost. Why did it? All right, I raced a pretty clean race. And City did take that third place. Man, nobody even around him. Come on, James UK. Come on.
Did he fall
You
asleep
can
or
do
did his
it.
phone crash?
Be the little engine that could. All right. Now so 15 is the number, right?
Let's see,
I'll
19K.
start at the
15 is
bottom.
the number, yeah.
All right, so James UK is over. Wolf
Bajo's
is over.
over. Pigeon's over.
And Human is over.
Yep. Everybody's over. That was a low number today. Last time we did this, we had some pretty high numbers, actually.
Yeah, we did. So a 303.
Millen hit a bunch of boxes. He said, "Yeah, you don't get points for hitting the boxes." Now, I think, speaking of hitting things, I think they are going to put that mechanic in the game where you can actually collect coins or something as you race. I think I'd heard something about that in one of the streams somewhere.
City's saying he skidded out on the turn. It felt like you let me pass, City. I feel like he gave me a pity win. But good race, and I'll get that upix to you. So a 303 time. I mean, I feel like I don't obviously can go faster. I feel like it's going to be right around the 3-minute mark.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's going to be super competitive right there.
Yeah, and when does that start again? Is that tomorrow?
Tomorrow, noon our time, 9 a.m.
Okay.
Pacific time.
So 9 Pacific. Gotcha.
Yeah, I
I'll
got a
definitely
busy day tomorrow, so I'll probably have to be tomorrow night before I get a few in.
I'm going to try to hit one on lunch break if I can.
So yeah, that's going to be exciting to see the kart race, see how that goes. I don't know. I think between this week has been a blur. We were on the UpX podcast this week, right?
Yeah, that
this
was
week.
Thursday. Yeah, this whole week was a blur for me. I had my dad was in the hospital and is out and home. Everything's good now, so everything this week was a blur. We were slammed at the school, and we have another really busy week coming up. So I feel like I missed half the week.
Yeah. I feel like Sydney's been covered pretty heavily. Totems have been covered.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure.
You got the kart race right now, so everything, all the Upland info has been hit pretty hard this week from all the streamers. The Upland After Dark hit everything pretty strong as well. So my biggest decision right now in Upland is I've got all my Sparklet that I need to deploy, and I'm trying to get ready for Sparklet Wars in Miami. So I'm trying to put up. I'm actually deconstructing a few micros that I built because I was upset that I put micros on these really nice properties that I have, and I'm going to put some. But I don't think I have time to put up an apartment, so I think I have to do some small townhouses.
Mm-hmm. So. Pigeon, have a good day with your wife. We'll see you in the next one. Yeah, Human, everything's all good now. So thank you for the hopes. Millen said the Sydney floor is at 20%. Buy LA. Is there anything left in LA? I think Millen's bought it up. He's been buying LA like a champ.
Sydney floor at 20% by LA. Rodrigo having an incredible scavenger hunt. I saw your video pop up, Rock. I have not watched it yet. I'll go watch that today.
Yes, they got a scavenger hunt going inside Upland in the Quailwood server. Cool. GTA 6 will also bring people into Miami. What is GTA 6? Oh, Grand Theft Auto?
Yep.
Is that game still going?
Oh, oh yeah.
Did not realize that. I haven't even heard
it's
that
been
name
going,
in forever.
I think it's going pretty strong. Yeah, that's been going since I was a kid. When did Grand Theft Auto start? Let's see. Two 2013? Oh no, that was Grand Theft Auto 5. No. 1997.
97. That's when it first came out?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
it seems like it's been longer than that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, that's coming up on 30 years, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Years.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. I know you got.
Yeah, I got to get out of here. I'm getting texts actually reminding me to not be late. We got to do a spin wheel before we get out of here. We'll give away a cart. I got a cart we're going to give away.
Excellent.
So let's do hashtag Mother's Day.
Hashtag Mother's Day.
All right, hashtag Mother's Day, and we will get the spin wheel up and rocking here.
Was it a cart or a BESC?
Cart.
Okay. Can't remember what we talked about.
We talked about both actually.
Okay. There are Mother's Day BEs, aren't there?
It is the Mom Fuel one.
I used to have that one. I think I ended up selling it.
All right, let's see what we got. Anne.
You taking care of the spin wheel? Or do you need
Yeah, I'm putting that together right now.
So I was thinking about Genesis Week coming up. I need to start saving up UPX for that. I had about
What city do you think they're going to do?
Man, I'm surprised they didn't wait to do Sydney then.
Yeah, it seemed like that would have made more sense, but
because that's a huge release, and I think it went well overall. I really do.
Yeah, it didn't. I think it all worked out pretty well. It seemed smooth. I didn't have any issues on my end with anything really.
I think a lot of people participated and a lot of UPX was spent.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, so we'll see how that goes. So I don't know. Where do we go after here? They're probably going to go back to the States. A lot of people were speculating Seattle for this one, yeah, I heard a lot of Seattle. Where would I like? I haven't actually put a lot of thought into like what I would like to see. Hey, maybe they go Canada next. Maybe they get to.
Could be.
You know, they keep. I think it would be cool one day to.
I'd like to see Canada in there actually. That'd be kind of cool. I know a lot of people in that neck of the woods.
Yeah, where else? I don't know. Maybe Italy? Italy would be cool one day. Just looking at the map. Switzerland.
Norway.
Norway. That would be fun.
Here, let's see. Make sure I'm not missing anyone here.
Iceland. Iceland would be cool.
Ooh, there you go.
That I have some friends that have been there quite a few times, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I would love to make it up there one day.
Yeah, that's a place where they have the you can sleep on the ice beds, right?
I have seen that, which is crazy.
Bajo.
Next season will be expansion. I just think the timing of that with Genesis Week would be kind of lame. Antarctica for next April Fools. Panama for
a
boat
boat release. I would like to see boats come. That'd be kind of cool.
After I see planes fly.
Yeah, right?
Gotta see planes fly. Big money just got in there.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
At the last minute. Yeah, I've got a few properties in Sydney. I put some big numbers on them.
It looks like we got 12 in there right now. We got more people than that on stream. Get your hashtags in there, guys and gals.
Stop paying attention to your mothers and focus on stream. Focus on the ninjas. Just kidding.
All right, let's see. Yeah, and the trailers are right, Metaverse, Millen.
Yep. Yeah, I got these Elizabeth Bay properties. It's if that I didn't really hear too many people talking about Elizabeth Bay. So I don't know if it's going to be a collection, but
is that in Australia?
Yeah.
I don't think I got that area.
Got a real nice property in there. So if that's a collection, I think that would do well. All right. We ready to spin this wheel?
I think, let me make sure I got everybody. What's the Picasso? Let me get Pack in there.
Right, and Shorty JS, last minute. Crombus. There they are. Lightning Leg. They're coming in. Millen, we'll have space travel before trailers.
All right, you said Lightning Leg, Crombus. Lightning Leg, you running a stream today? I didn't see you pop in here today. Good to see you.
Alrighty.
All right, let's see how many we got in here. All right, looks like we got 16 on the wheel. All right, let me get this wheel pulled up. Chair. Can you see my wheel?
It's very tiny.
How's that? Can you see that now? Is it all in there?
Yeah, Yeah, that's better.
Okay. Is there anybody that's come in after Crombus there? Is that the last one?
Crombus was the last one.
Okay. All right. We're going to spin this bad boy off, and I've got a cart we're giving away. And make sure you guys put your in games in here as well. All right, let's see. All right, Kale, what are you giving away? I got a cart here.
If you do a cart, I'll do 5K.
Okay. All right, we'll do the cart first. All right. No other entries. We're good to go.
Let's do it.
All right, here we go.
Ooh.
Looks like Anne.
Awesome.
All right, Anne to Queen.
And to Queen 2. Congratulations. What cart was it? I see we didn't get to see which cart it was.
Hold on, let me pull it up. It's on my property over here. Let me just pull
I can also share my screen.
Hold on, let me get over to LA because I am still in Australia actually.
What you got going on over there?
There we go. We looking all right now?
Yeah, it's a screen on top of a screen.
Is it really?
Yeah.
What the heck?
I think we'll get the point. Is this one you picked up, or have you had it for a while?
I picked up just a little while back. There it is. There she is, the Hot Rod Muscle Classic Go-Kart.
Oh, very nice.
All right, so that one is yours. Aunt Queen, you can send a trade for that one. That is mint number 106. All right, and then the next one is going to be, let me remove that. We've got 5K Upex.
Let's see, who is it going to be?
It's going to be Bajo or Big Money. It's Bajo.
Nice. Congrats. Now, is that the in-game name?
That's a good question. I think so, but we'll let Bajo answer for that one.
I don't know if there's any numbers on it. Is your address in Hollywood, Bajo? Also, are we saying Bajo correctly? Because I know everybody struggles with that one.
Millen, that's a big feat. Take out the big A by the end of the year.
I don't
He's
know
got
about that one.
4.8 million, I think. Something like that.
4.8 million.
Billion.
Billion, yeah.
Yeah, in Upex, I believe, yeah. So that's crazy. All right, it looks like it is Bajo in-game.
Gotcha. Awesome, congratulations.
All right, well, I've got to get off to brunch. I didn't realize it was 12 o'clock. I'm going to be in trouble. I'm surprised nobody's come bursting in my doors here. So, awesome. All right, well, to all the moms out there, I hope you guys have just a fantastic rest of the Mother's Day and enjoy the time with your family. And we will see you guys back this week. So good luck to everybody in the kart racing. We'll definitely cover some of that this week. And we do have I don't even know if I told KO this. We got a pretty big guest getting ready to come on to the Hyde Park Hangout. So I'll keep everybody posted on that. I'll catch up with KO after and let him know about it too. So
Elon Musk.
Yeah, no, it's not Elon Musk. So, but all right, guys. Well, everybody have a great rest of the weekend, and thanks for joining us today. And we will see you guys next week.
Later, everybody.